Those 70 did it all in 8 years. That's where I come to the second part, which is KT Ramarao. Now, what does KT Ramarao do? He builds on those fundamentals, and then he takes us into the modern world. No, no. So, so what he does is he gives us the modern infrastructure, the pharma, the IT. Now, if you look at what we are doing, we are accelerating, like left and right. We are on a war footing. So, and that was one of our announcements today in the afternoon, in the same direction. So, we need that modern infrastructure. We need the industry. We need the manufacturing. We need the IT. We need the pharma. And that's where we are going into what we call as the developed world or the fourth industrial revolution. And that's what KTR does. KTR builds on what KCR did as the fundamentals. And so here is my next one. So coming back to T-Works, that's what we are doing. T-Works is one of the fundamental steps in that direction. So the cliche says one small step for man, a giant leap for mankind. So T-Works is a small step for us, but it's a giant leap for Telangana and for India. So we believe that here, what we are seeing today is just the first step. Before end of this year, the value of the products in this is going to increase by 10 times. And before another year, it is going to increase by another 2 times. We are going to get the most sophisticated equipment that is available on the planet and keep it here for the use of anybody, a student, a hobbyist, an engineer, a homemaker, a startup, a corporate, or MSME. They could come in and make a product. And the vision is that, hope is that with what KCR Garu does, what KTR Garu does, is that 10 years from now, we will be proud to say that we as T-Works played a role, small role, in creating products, brands of our own, innovation-based economy. That is what we are going towards. So T-Works is not just the equipment, it is also the people, the know-how, the collective wisdom of that people, which will help anybody who walks in. So we have 60, some of the brightest people that are possible. So I shall come to the final message of my small, long speech. Long speech. Thank you. Always the boss corrects me. So here is an image that we know of, is Chintakandi Mallesham. I think he is an innovator who created an ASU machine. And this is a very well-known story. He got the Padma Shri Award, and he's a well-known person. And he gave a TED Talk in which he talked about his journey, which took him for so many years to learn the trade and make the product happen. So back then, it took him 7 years to make that machine. There was no T-Works. Today, a new Chintakandi Mallesham walks into this building, he'll get that machine in 7 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sujay sir. Ladies and gentlemen, while Mr. Sujay gave us a glimpse of what T-Works is, and most of us here have had an opportunity to visit the place, a few of us here have very keenly and deeply worked with us to help us achieve this vision for T-Works. And we'd like to take this opportunity to felicitate them. May I invite Mr. Jayesh Ranjan on stage to do the honors. And so, thank you. And calling upon Sri Shashi Reddy, VP Engineering Qualcomm. Sir, can we have you here on stage, please? Yes, sir. Please join us here on stage, Sri Shashi Reddy, VP Engineering Qualcomm. Can we please have a loud round of applause for Team Qualcomm, ladies and gentlemen? We also have representatives from Team Huawei. Can we invite them on stage as well, please? Team Huawei. Can we have somebody from Team Huawei joining us here? Sri Dayanand Reddy, Managing Director, Vasanta Tool Crafts Private Limited. Please join us here, sir. And Mauser Electronics. Mauser Electronics.
So they all have contributed to T-Works by giving the funds for our equipment. The whole thing is designed at T-Works. Yeah, and you touch this and it lights up. So, a cool stuff, but designed completely. Including the everything is designed at T-Works. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, first of all, congratulating this entire engineering community of the state and under our dynamic leadership of KCR Garu and KTR Garu. And this is definitely a joyous momentum for all of us, but envious